Our next guest is Ronald Dardeno, correct?
Yes.
I got it right. From the law offices of Frank N. Dardeno. Welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the firm and the practice, its origins, and what you specialize in?
Sure. We were started in 1950. My father started the firm after he graduated Harvard University. We handle a lot of civil litigation, real estate, business transactions, company formations, and estate planning. I was sworn in the practice in 1986 after I graduated law school, and my business consists primarily of civil and business litigation.
Most litigation firms are in downtown. You're in your local community. And have you found that that's been helpful as you've grown your practice over the years?
It has. When my father came out of law school, he actually practiced downtown. But since he was from Somerville, he had a lot of clients there. And that's where he opened up his business. And Somerville has really grown a lot over the years. We have had satellite offices in downtown Boston. We still have a presence there, but really our base is in Somerville.
One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is, you're a leader in the that Telex free litigation. And what I wanted you to do, maybe, if you don't mind, is sharing with listeners how the Telex free litigation came about and
what it is.
And what it is, because
Sure.
it's we're in the Bernie Madoff era, and this is even sadder in a lot of respects.
Yeah, it sure is. There's been a lot of publicity about Telex Free, so I feel comfortable talking about it. Telex Free is accused of being a Ponzi scheme. What it is an international company that's actually headquartered in Marlborough, Massachusetts, and they developed a product called VoIP, or Voice over the Internet Protocol. It's a phone service that people can buy. The problem was that its income wasn't derived from selling this phone service. It was really derived by attracting what they call promoters. So they would go out and they would find people to sell the product. They would sell a package that people could buy in order to have the rights to sell this product. So people would step in and they would spend money to become a promoter. And people would be paid, but not for selling the product, but for doing passive activities like posting ads on the internet and by attracting other promoters. It eventually collapsed in April of this year. They were forced to file bankruptcy. At that point, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts stepped in. They tried to shut them down, and they were successful. The SEC got involved because they determined that these packages that were being sold were actually securities. The Fed stepped in, the Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice. They were sued, the promoters were sued civilly, and now you've got all these different actions going on. We were approached by clients who were actually promoters who bought into this when they couldn't access their accounts. We looked into it, and it appeared to be, to us, as a Ponzi scheme. So we filed a lawsuit in the bankruptcy court, but in addition, we named other people who were involved, banks, accountants, attorneys, payment processing companies, what you would classically identify as aiders and abettors.
Do litigators like yourself collaborate with, do you have relationships that you've developed with maybe some Brazilian attorneys or now some Canadian attorneys? So why reinvent the wheel when you have these similar issues, correct?
That's a very good point. At this point, the case is still too early to do that. As I said, other people have filed actions in different jurisdictions. So what we've done is, since it's become one action in the multi-litigation system, we are starting to work together to put together consolidated complaints and work on the case and share information.